Kapuchki. Sorry about that. So, all right, we're going to go ahead and start the recording again. So, let me just do this real quick. Okay, all right. And here we go. Try to get this thing back on the rails. Well said, Mel. Well said about that. So, take any other final thoughts before we wrap up the discussion here on the Blue Post and the one trick mess that we're in.
No, but at the same time, I think everyone just needs to ease up. Like, let people play what they're going to play. If it really bothers you that much, just flex pick.
I'm sorry, excuse me?
I got to tell you, ever since this season's the first season I started doing this, where I just let people pick what they're going to pick, and then I'll fill in. Because a lot of the time I'll still get to play Tracer or Soldier, Pharah, whoever it is. So
It's like a whole new tank.
I never said I was nice about it.
It's a Christmas miracle.
I just said, see, I have...
You can't even repeat it. It's like so hard, isn't it?
See, if you see Twitch chat, Tank has done this 2 times. He's played with me this season. What's up, nerds?
No, I know. I have noticed when I've played with you this season, you have been much more accepting of people.
Of my fate? Oh, yes. Of people.
Yes, yep. And of your fate. But
I like the whole new tank. I think it is a Christmas miracle to hear all these things.
You only get 1 day or 1 week a year.
No, that's Christmas. Not true. You have been reformed because I have played with you on days other than today, and you have been very nice. And it was weird at first, but I kind of like it.
I'm going to have to change it up then because that's just unacceptable.
You too. Well, I mean, I think we've definitely had some good insights here, but we actually have. I guess I need some more of your guys' insight. I need you guys to pull from your story banks, and that is going to be for. Well, it's the main discussion somewhere in the world. It is the main discussion here on the Cavalry. Let's keep this heated debate thing we got going on here, and I wanted to. I don't know. I mean, in whatever order you guys want to do this, and if you guys have anything that stands out, fine. If not, I think we've all witnessed things that we're not very proud of. But something I really didn't know is that one, that the Blue Post tells us that if you report someone as close as you can to when it happened, as far as voice chat goes or voice abuse over the microphone, that will help them track it, so they're able to kind of retain some of that audio from the game. 2, we now know is that Blizzard is not just muting people for being abusive. They are getting suspensions at this point. So they've kind of escalated the punishment for abusive chat. And again, I want to focus here on voice chat because I knew that the muting was happening, but I didn't know there was a suspension. So that's good to see that's changed. But at the same time, I'm a bit, kind of, excited to hear, and it's new to me, is that they're able to listen to some of the voice chat logs, or they're able to kind of go through the game and find out. It's probably a little bit more manual work on their end, but this is really good, I think, for the overall health of the game and the toxicity that we experience on a day-to-day basis. And I know that it's not every game, for certain it's not, but I definitely still to this day we get a little bit of it. So let's just kind of go around table here, and I want to hear about your thoughts on the punishment that's now in place. The fact that Blizzard can hear the voice chat, they can monitor it in some extent, and then also about any experience you've had with abusive voice chat. That way we can kind of get some spotlight on why it's important.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Got
I mean,
you,
sorry.
Tank.
I didn't
No worries.
I didn't really point that at anybody. Usually I do. I'm so sorry. I just kind of. So Mel, because you piped up, you're up first. Go.
Now, I think it's good that they have access to voice chat because I think sometimes people don't type it because they think they won't get caught if they're saying it.
Yeah.
But they're both toxic. I don't think one matters more than the other, except for it's a lot easier to mute voice chat in my head without actually doing anything, or text chat in my head without actually doing anything. Voice chat's more like, yeah. And if I mute a person in voice chat, then I can hear if they stop or if they start communicating, and that's been kind of my experience with it in the past is somebody gets on and is really obnoxious and annoying, maybe not abusive or anything, but I'll mute them because I'm like, okay, you need to stop like singing this horribly awful song or playing this horribly awful noise. And then I don't mute them because I'm the nicer person, but Bob will typically mute them. And then they're like really productive during the game. And I'm like, Bobby, you have to listen. They are giving us good information. And he's like, nope, they were really annoying at the beginning, So I think there's two sides to it is like, yes, I think that's one way to abuse voice chat because if you're in somebody's ear, it's really hard to ignore you. So I don't care if you're being toxic or not doing something, but if you're just like screaming in voice chat, I don't ever see that get punished, and it's really annoying. But on the other side, I think my experience with toxic, abusive voice chat, I don't have a ton.
Really?
There's been people that, I don't. There's been people that have said things about me playing Mercy before Mercy was in the meta, gosh, can you play a better hero? Or can't you do this? Or, oh, it's a girl, it's a Mercy one trick, of course, things like that. But the only one I've truly had was the guy that asked me, that said he was going to throw. His name was Smurf, and he was definitely a Smurf. And he said he was going to throw unless I gave him my Snapchat. And I'm like, I will give you my Snapchat if you don't throw. And I just played along with it. Like, he just like kept saying things and like wanting different things. He's like, say this. And I'd be like, whatever. Like, I'm in a competitive match. I want to win. And I know you can win because he fragged out when I would like comply. And I know I reinforce his behavior. And that sucks for the next person going against him because, that probably didn't help. But we won. And I don't have a Snapchat. So I definitely didn't give him my Snapchat. But I don't know. It's just like annoying, I guess. But I don't encounter that a lot as a girl. I think because I queue with Bob.
Yeah.
Like I queue with a group of people 98% of the time.
So yeah, you're not out there in solo queue on your own, and every time you mention your mic, someone's not giving you some kind of condescending comment because you're a girl or you're a woman. Like, oh my god, people freak out. But
Right.
Tank, based on what Mel just said, it's kind of turned the discussion. How far do you go to please the Smurfs in your game to win? Are you sending illustrious photos? Are we sending, are you giving out your Snapchat, buddy? What's going on?
I'll send out whatever I need to send out. Let's just make sure that's on the table. If my very provocative Snapchat that doesn't exist is what is going to entice someone into winning, you got it.
I know.
Right?
I laugh at that. I'm like, my Snapchat is all pictures of my baby and beer. Like, what? You want to see that?
Sure.
Well, yeah, sure. Have at it. But Tank, back to the discussion at hand. What are your thoughts on this? Are you worried that you're going to get in trouble now? Are you going to get suspended? Or no, now that we know the new Tank, you've turned over a new leaf. You don't have to worry about that anymore. What's going on?
No. Here's the deal. I don't consider myself toxic. By everyone else's definition, I'm toxic. If someone says something stupid, I will make sure that they're very aware of how stupid the thing they said is. I will drill it home and just really mash it in there. Mash those buttons.
Huh. Mash those buttons.
So, I'm not worried about it because typically I'm not even in voice chat. I don't feel like anything anyone says in there is ever productive. The callouts they're making usually are incorrect or stupid.
That is counterproductive, Tank.
Here we go.
I'm just gonna let you yell at him. I wasn't gonna butt in.
No, I'm serious though. And when we play in a group, it's like, guys, can you get your other person in the voice chat? And I'm like, Tank, you are salting our team from 2 seconds into the game. And they were being very friendly, but now they're not because you're refusing.
I do get a lot of what Tank gets, though, is like this person who's just got all these strats and all these theories and all these call outs, and it's just so it almost clutters the mind of everyone in the game. People start listening to them. They're like, yeah, we really got to get off that Orisa. It's a really useless hero.
Right, but at the same time, if you're not in that voice chat, to one, either be like, okay, fine. It is what it is. I'm not going to change these people's minds at this point. I'll go something else. Or how about this? How about we do this? And if you're not, you're just accepting losing. You have to work together. It's a team game. You can't do it on your own. We all know that. Try losing a player, even the worst player on your team, at the very beginning of a match. You will not win 5v6. 99% of the time, you will not win 5v6 if you have a group of people that are similarly ranked.
That is true. However, I use a skill that a lot of people in these games don't seem to utilize, which is observation and logic. Those things are lost in this community. I know full well when I see more of their players in front of me than I see my players, typically that's a losing battle. So I run away back to where my team spawns. When I see them spawn, I group up and I run in with them. Just with these. I don't need a microphone.
That's tough. I don't know.
What you do? Do you not tell me that you don't play better games when there's communication between the team?
When there is actual communication, which is 1 out of 1,000 games, yes, I do play better. But even when it's me, you, and Bob, we know how each other play, so we don't communicate that much.
But we still communicate some. We still communicate about which way we're going or which ults we have or, where this is. And, for Mercy, I'm getting better at communicating who I'm rezzing with Valkyrie. Because usually it's very instant.
Right. But I get that, but that's the difference between us playing and us communicating those things and knowing what's going on from our experience playing together and us using that same communication with pugs who believe in nothing because they're a bunch of nihilist freaks.
Okay. Now, I would like to just kind of tie this back and say the reason we're on this tangent now is because I was joking that Tank is not going to get punished or will get punished in the voice system, but he's saying he's not going to be punished because he's leaving chat. And now this has turned into a debate on whether or not Tank should be in chat. But if I was a mod and I was hearing this toxicity between you two, I would consider a light suspension for you both. Okay, I would consider it.
Well, I will get suspended to be able to ream Tank for not being in voice chat. It is totally worth it to me.
The simpler things in life.
You cannot punish that Tank. People are trying to communicate. At least try to educate them. Be like, hey, let's clear comms. Let's talk about what's meaningful.
For every 2 games I get with good comms and positivity, I do get the one game where there's either one jerk or people that don't participate, whatever it is. But I'm telling you, it's 1 out of every 50 games that I get somebody that needs to be banned from voice chat. It's pretty rare. So, I mean, ultimately, that's why, for me, I don't run into it all the time, but I try to be pretty positive. I pull out a little, what's up, nerd, at the start of the match and just try to keep it light and fun. But I have me, myself, and Irene. We talked about that just last episode. So I have said awful things to people, awful things in that moment where I am, I believe some of the people in the Discord were calling me the Tasmanian devil, whatever. But I don't know what noise I made last week, but apparently it was similar to that. So I don't know. I guess I think that this is a good thing. We need to have harsh punishments for all toxic behavior, including verbal, being abusive verbally. And chat logs are much easier to go through. And you're right. People hide behind the fact, I'm not typing it, so I can say racial slurs or awful things about, your gender or whatever the case is. It's such a weird concept, but I think it needs to be punished, and it needs to be punished swiftly. And I think that we've kind of moved the right direction. I like it. Tank, I didn't know you weren't in voice chat anymore. Now that I've kind of
Hardly
put a
ever.
bow on my thoughts, I can now get on your case too. Like Mel, come on, man. You can mute the weirdos. Like I just mute the individuals. That's like the guy that's like, all right, guy, this time we're going Bastion Torborisa. We gotta go hard in the paint. Let's mute you. You know, I'll just mute that person.
Never mind.
But I think that's been a little bit better system for me because, you know, I don't know. I like talking to people. I've
To
actually
be honest, it's better to get into voice chat and mute everybody than it is to just not get in.
I love
Because the perception of you not being in voice chat is you're a toxic player. Great, we're going to lose. And everybody tries less hard.
well,
Not when I'm the flex player.
Not true.
you know, I don't know. I'm
It's
sure.
true.
I don't know. To Tank's point, though, I'm sure there's been times that I didn't even notice someone wasn't in chat because they picked the right role. They were being team oriented. They were being spatially aware, and I didn't even notice they
Bingo.
weren't in chat. But at the same time, I have people that leave voice chat and then pick Hanzo and throw. So I'm not all cool with it either. Like it's not all dandy. All right. Anyway, we're trailing off here on the main discussion. So, any other thoughts, Tank or Mel, before we wrap this thing up? We like the bans. Yes.
Yeah.
Suspensions are good. People that really
Can I
deserve
just
it
quote
deserve
Jeff
it.
Kaplan
Quote him.
from the forum post that
Praise him.
says, no, this is him giving examples of toxic chat logs where he says, "Good morning, you sad, sad, dumb generation." Is why
Nice.
one of the things that this guy said to get banned.
Okay, that's
Wow, that's really light compared to the things that I say in chat.
No, there was
That's-
like 15 different things
Mel's
that are
reading the
listed
most
there,
PC
but they're
one,
like
yeah.
explicit. They're like blurred out, so I can't see them. It's a bummer.
Oh, I think it's just get rid of them. I'm still gonna be myself and Irene. I'll be good for 100 games or 99 games, but that 100th game, I'm gonna blah, 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 and it's see you later. We're gonna go. So, all right. Anyway, we're good. We're banning people, and you guys out there that are being toxic, you watch yourselves because Blizzard, they're gonna hear it. And those of you that get abused verbally, report it as soon as possible, as close to the incident, so Blizzard can take swift action. All right.
But only report the accurate ones.
Yes, accurately report. That's what I'm saying. Don't abuse your power, guys. With great power comes great responsibility. All right, now it's time for...
Wow, we got right past him here. This is amazing. We've never had in years. Years of cats.
Before we get to tournament talk, or I even ask this question, did either of you actually watch the Overwatch Rumble? Mel, no? Tank?
I am a terrible person.
Okay, then I'm just gonna give my thoughts here because I didn't want to. You guys are gonna have to go back and watch it. Like, there's not many things I force you guys to say. Go back and watch it. It's from the Play Overwatch channel on Twitch. All the VODs are in their history, and it's the tournament with like the 4v4 death matches and the 1v1s and the Frenchman and the Henchman, AKM's team, which is a fun team to say. And the Meme Dream Team, with Cavalry and a bunch of women that he probably tried to sleep with. That's a bad joke. That was too soon. Cavalry, I'm sorry. I had to, brother. It was too easy. But anyway.
I really did want to watch it.
That's why I'm so surprised you guys didn't, because of all the ones that it was kind of like worth it from a fun and like really viewability perspective. This was the best. The All-Star match at the end was so awesome. And you guys, I'll have to find it and send it to you. But there's audio. They didn't know they were being recorded. So while they're playing in the All-Star match, all the captains, Kefri, Mangachu, AKM, they're talking like we talk when we're not on camera. And it is just, they're just saying really messed up things to each other. And they're swearing. And Mangachu's like, I'm going to play Mei. And they're like, what? Why are you playing Mei? He's like, because I want to play Mei. But you don't play Mei. I'm an amazing Mei, just so you know. It's like the things that we say to each other. It was so just the
No, it's like the things we say to each other in Discord and not in
Exactly.
team chat.
Yes. No one else can hear it. It is like that private Discord chat. They all thought they were not being recorded. So it was just to listen to them talk for that duration. I didn't even want to watch the gameplay. Just watching them kind of go back and forth. It was awesome. AKM was hilarious. He's like, Mangachu, why you touch my butt, man? Last time I saw you touch my butt. He's like talking about real things that happened with Mangachu. And Mangachu's like, what's the problem, bro? It was like really awesome to see them in their natural habitat, if you will. And then the tournament, like I said, just fun. I mean, when it got to 4v4 team deathmatch or it got to the 1v1 portion, like anything could happen. It's like the series can get turned around in 2 games between the 4v4 and 1v1, and we're never used to that. So you guys have to go back and watch it. Twitch.tv/playoverwatch. Will you guys make me a promise that you'll watch it before our next episode?
I will.
At least watch some of it. At least like a day. And fast forward through the talking.
Is it good spectating mode like they have in Overwatch League or no?
Yeah, I mean, it's okay. It's not. I think we appreciate, even though it's a newer system, there's been a lot of practice with the spectators over at the Overwatch League and the World Cup, and even though it wasn't flawless, it's not perfect here either, but it's good. It's great. Seasoned spectators. They're not using all the features yet, but they're using it.
Cool.
All right. So I'm gonna make sure you guys, next time we do tournament talk, you guys better know what's up. So, all right, guys. Well, I'm feeling like we need to give some love. So.
Ooh, this is going off. Ooh, can I get your autograph?
Can we get your autograph? Our community content shout out this week goes to something I kind of surreptitiously snuck onto the agenda. I don't know if you guys got a chance to see any of this. Neither of you probably have any idea what this is, possibly. But I kind of loved it. I didn't want to love it, but I kind of loved it. So these guys are called Sodium Squad. It's a YouTube channel. They're trying to start a new YouTube series, and they have a Kickstarter page up. And only episode 1 is out. But I got to tell you, like, again, I didn't want to like it. The concept is like kind of like a sitcom or like a show. It's, again, very acted out, script driven. It's not streaming or anything. And they do like comedy bits in Overwatch. But there's what I think, or I call machinima, where they take in-game clips and they make it a story. So like there was a bunch of WoW machinima videos where people would do that. It's incredible. Like they really tell a story, like from them queuing up and they're like, no, cancel the queue. And the guy's like off diddling with something and forgets to cancel the queue. So they're all in a competitive game instead of quick play. And then when they get in, it shows all the moments we go through. We're like, oh, I'm going to play Roadhog and I'm dead. I'm going to switch. And it was well produced. It was pretty funny. I love Australians. They have a great sense of humor. They're very dedicated to Overwatch. So shout out to all our Aussie friends out there. But please, guys, go to the link in the description. They don't have a custom URL yet. But check out or just search Sodium Squad in YouTube and it will pull up. And I think you guys will like it. I mean, maybe it's not for everybody, but for me, I wanted to see more episodes. I wanted to kind of watch these ragtag group of nobodies play. And one of the players is just like a Genji player who doesn't speak English. So he's on their team and he just does emotes in Genji. It's great. I love it. I don't know. So guys, Tank, do you think
you're really selling it here, Slambo.
Am I doing good or are you being facetious? A little bit. All right, damn. Tank, what are your thoughts? Do you want to watch it based on my description or are you going to give Sodium Squad a shot?
I watched the fan series trailer before the show tonight, so I don't know.
First impression?
Some of the stuff
you don't want to like it, right? Like I did not want to like it when I clicked on it.
It seems a bit cheesy.
It does, right? And I like when it's so cheesy that it's like so self-aware, and then it's cheesy on purpose, and then it's produced well. I can get into that, and that's what I see with this. I see that they know what they're trying to do, and they're like the Dad Joke Dojo. They know, so
yeah.
I mean, and give me your honest opinion. If you hate it, tell me.
It kind of reminds me of, oh crap, what's the show? Oh god, the IT Crowd.
Okay. See, and that's like
where it's
yeah,
purposely cheesy.
I think that there's tenets to it. It's like it's a very British style of humor almost, and
Yeah.
I think that's Australian is very influenced by that British style of sarcasm and dry humor, and it's also on the nose Overwatch humor combined with that. So Mel, did I sell it for real? Will you give it a shot?
I mean, I'll give it a shot. I'll let you know what I think next week.
Okay, I am actually looking forward to that. So. All right, guys. Well, with that, there are some PTR patch notes, but I kind of want to wait till those go through, and they have some pretty big implications. So with that, I think we're pretty much going to wrap up this episode of the Cavalry. Number 99. And it's just gone too fast, my friends. It's gone too fast. So, a couple like little minor things here as we wrap up. Two important things. One is that we are not going to be on next week. We're going to take next week off due to the holiday. And, we will be back for episode 100. Target date is January 3rd. So, like our standard, that's when we will record our standard schedule on a Wednesday. And we should have a very special guest and or guests for episode 100. So make sure, even though we are taking next week off, to tune in for episode 100 in January. We're going to kick off 2018 with episode 100, start a new era for the Cavalry. The other thing, and this is kind of with us at the heavy heart, we say au revoir to Patrick Beja, and goodbye to Garrett and Chanman V, because the Overwatchers are closing down that show. So it's one of the biggest Overwatch podcasts, something we always listen to. We've had Patrick Beja on this show. We were on the panel with Chanman V, and so we're very interconnected with the Overwatchers, and we really appreciate all the content you guys have done, and we will miss listening to you guys every week, or, well, not every week. We will miss listening to you guys, and we understand there's a lot of other things going on. You guys are very busy in the podcasting community, and we respect it, but we just wanted to make sure we pay our due diligence and say au revoir, goodbye to the Overwatchers. Mel or Tank, any thoughts on that?
Great people. It was a great podcast. I'm going to miss... I can still hear Chain Man on the overview,
Sure.
but Patrick Beja's soothing voice.
I know.
Huh.
It's
Man.
how I get to sleep at night.
So beautiful.
I have to start listening to reruns.
World of Warcraft, Patrick Beja, ASMR. Anyway, okay, I'm being funny, but yeah, you guys are right. Like, we know those names, we know those voices, and they will be missed in the Overwatch podcasting community, but they're not gone. I'm sure Patrick Beja will still pop up, and like you said, the overview still happens. In fact, Nate Nanzer is coming on the overview very soon with Chanman V. Oh, wait, what am I doing here? Air horns in my freaking mouth. All right, anyway. I don't know. All right.
He was on the High Noon podcast tonight.
Yeah. And
Nate Nanzer was.
I can't believe that Nate Nanzer, again, he's making the rounds. I guess we're going to have to get him on our show. What's going on? Nate.
I don't know. Tank was supposed to schedule interviews and really failing.
Whew. Hey, we need to call anyone out here. Tank. All right, guys. Well, we are going to wrap up the show on that negative note. You can find us on Twitter at The Cavalry Show. You can find our Discord channel via our Twitter and Twitch page. But you can also type in discord.me/The Cavalry. That's discord.me/The Cavalry. We're on Facebook. Facebook.com/The Cavalry Show. Shoot us over an email. thecavalryshow@outlook.com. We're on live on twitch.tv/The Cavalry Show Wednesdays at 7:30 Central. And check out Lords of the Storm live on twitch.tv/Lords of the Storm Wednesday at 9 p.m. Central. That's our Zord Network podcast that covers Heroes of the Storm. We're looking forward to any more iTunes and Stitcher reviews. They help out the show more than you know, and we appreciate them, even if they do give us some very honest and brutal feedback at times. Thank you guys for that. As far as where you can find me, I am on Twitter at SlamboVerwatch or twitch.tv/Slambo. And Tank, what about you?
You can find me on Twitter at TankZord. You can find me in Discord. You can also find me in game sometimes, but almost never. Mel, where can they find you?
Fail. You can find me on Twitter at MelOverwatch, or come find me in the Discord.
Well said, Mel. Very succinct. All right, guys. Been a great episode. Have a great holiday from us here at the Cavalry. Have a safe new year, and we will see you in 2018.
Bye.
I'm going to miss him.
I know.
We should have exited the show with Christmas music.
You guys want to sing Jingle Bells over the Lucio theme?
Yes.
you go, Tank.
You started.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. That's all I got. I don't know the rest.
The air horn. We should check. That's good. And we're all clear from the audio.
You guys, we should raid Lords of the Storm. Can we do that?
We are going to do that right now.
Okay, good. Did you see last week that they were on the BattleNet launcher?
Oh, yeah, that's the second time, folks. All right, we're raiding Lords of the Storm. Peace. Did that work? Did you guys see us raid, by the way? Because I can't. Negative? Reload
You did
this
not
page.
raid us.
Well, my Twitch chat was messed up ever since my disconnect. So
live until the raid goes.
We are still live, but I don't. It usually
There we
pops
go.
up with a
No,
little.
there you
There
go.
it is.
My chat was disconnected. So all right, bye bye.
Wait, you'll have to keep it live until the little bar goes away, or else it won't raid.
Oh, really?
True story.
Wait,
Well, we're keeping it live then.
what's on the BattleNet launcher?
Lords of the Storm.
Lords of the
was
Storm
on the
last
BattleNet
week.
launcher. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It
Yeah.
was on the BattleNet launcher to watch live.
Thank you, Bob, for getting my joke.
Oh boy.
By the way, guys, any objections to calling episode 99 Happy Holidays from the Cavalry? Or
No.
something like kind of positive and nice?
Yeah.
Yeah, positive. It's like a trend. Till Tank gets in voice chat.
Bingo. You remember you brought this on.
Okay.
No, Tank. Get in voice
Oh,
chat.
guys, I'm gonna do it like a gift. It says "Happy Holidays!" exclamation point from the Cavalry.
Is Lords of the Storm not
You guys
on?
did it right this time. Lords of the Storm isn't on.
What time did they go on?
Well, there you go, Kid Kerrigan. I'm gonna give you a host or a follow.
Do you know what time Lords of the Storm goes on?
They go on.
Should they be on?
Yeah, we're a little early. Who yelled at
Oh,
me?
I see. Well, it's
No,
fine.
they-
Kid Kerrigan, we're, watching
Uh-oh.
her. It's cool.
They
Some
start at
lady-
8:30. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, frickin'
I think
slackers.
they start in a few minutes. All right. Well, anyway, my wife just texted me that someone hit our car with their door. She's went out and got us food.
Bye.
But anyway, I got to call her. But no, the schedule's ready to go. Everything's good to go with the episode. I'm exporting now. I'll get it uploaded, guys. Great episode. Have a happy holiday, and I'll see you soon.
Cool.
See you, nerds.
Thanks. Bye, guys.
You got a British accent.